Hey everybody, it's Andy Barrar, Handy Andy from handyandymedia.com, and today I'll be doing a review for Best Buy's blog on this portable projector right here. This is from BenQ. It's their 720p portable projector, the GV30. Now, in this review, I'm going to talk about the unique design of this portable projector. Really, I haven't seen anything like this out on the market. We'll also talk about some of the notable features, and then folks, we're just going to get right into it. I'm going to show you some footage of this projector, and we're going to kind of dispel some of the myths about 720p, because you're probably thinking 720p? I didn't even know we made 720p products anymore. Well, what we're going to do is a side-by-side comparison to a 1080p, and I want to see at the end of this video if you can tell me the difference. So without further ado, sit back, relax, pour yourself a cold one, folks, and cue the intro. So let's go ahead and begin with the design of the GV30 by BenQ. Like I said, this is one of the most unique design projectors out on the market today. It looks like a giant piece of cheese that you would find on the grocery store. But this design actually has a purposeful and functional design element to it. Number one, and this was really weird, is it came with this pick. And I'm like, why does it come with the pick? The reason why is one of these side panels here opens up, and that's where you put the dongle, the Android TV dongle that it comes included with. So that is a very unique way to kind of access the insides, is by using a pick, and you basically just kind of slide it out, and then this thing will pop off, and then you put it in. Now, another great thing about this design is that it has grills on both sides and also the back. So that's going to allow it to dissipate a lot of heat, because if you don't know, projectors produce a lot of heat and it needs to get out. But also for the 16-watt internal Bluetooth speaker that's inside here, it allows that sound to travel both sides as well as on the back. So very, very unique design. It also has a little handle on the top, so if you need to kind of carry it from one place to another, that makes it super easy. And it also comes with this base, and it's kind of got a magnetic clip to it, so it has a nice firm grip. Now, what makes this design really unique? It is super easy to project and get a perfect angle on some type of surface. So once you got it on a flat surface, you can easily adjust the angle, and it just slides like butter on this stand. I really, really like that. In the event that you want to connect, say, a gaming console or something else, what you can do is put it onto the side. You have an HDMI port, also USB-C, and a headphone jack, and along with the power. This also has an internal battery, so if you want to use it wirelessly, just off the grid, you can do that, provided you're going to need Wi-Fi still if you're going to be streaming. But you know, in the event that, say, you have a laptop, you can connect the laptop directly to this. Now your laptop's got its internal battery, this has its internal battery, and the world, my friends, is your oyster. So you can have a lot of fun with it. Now, it does come included with an Android dongle, but you could also adjust it on the top as well. Now let's talk about my experiences using this. Now, I'm very fortunate that my next door neighbor has an outdoor projector screen that he built from plywood, and it's a great design and it's massive. So I was able to test and see how big I could get a screen. This baby right here, the GV30, can do 30 inches up to 100 inches. I can tell you right now, I even got an image that was bigger than 100 inches. Here's the thing. This has 300 lumens. Does not seem like a lot. 300 lumens does not seem like a lot, especially when you're talking about 720p, 300 lumens. So if you judge this by the specs, it doesn't look very good. Here's what I learned from experience and playing around with this. In the evening time, even if the sun is gone down, if it is still bright out and you try to get a screen, you're almost out of luck. However, once that sun goes down and it gets dark, boy, oh boy, does this projector really shine. I was very, very impressed with the 720p 300 lumen projecting screen that I was looking at. And like, if you didn't tell me it was 720p, I would have thought it was at least 1080p. That's how nice of a screen. So you know, I think what this really taught me, especially reviewing this, is you can't judge a book by its specs. So it has auto keystone and autofocus. In the event that you doesn't seem very focused, you can just press a button on the controller and it will make an autofocus again. So from a usability standpoint, this is super easy and the image is good. Now, the speaker inside really impressed me. You know, 16 watts, I'm like, how good can it be? But what I want to do is I'm just going to cut and stop talking so you can kind of hear exactly how it sounds when you're pretty much near this projector.
It can grow to a length of 1.5 meters, and it's very seldom seen in the wild.
So as you can see, it sounds very good. If you're beside it, I don't really think you need to use that headphone jack. I don't think you need any type of external speaker. The internal 16-watt speaker is going to do just fine. Now let's get back to this 720p because I had this rare opportunity. I was also reviewing another BenQ projector, the 1080p version, the GS50. So this projector screen was so big that I could do a back-to-back test. And I really wanted to do this because I wanted to see, pun intended, if you could tell the difference between 1080p and 720p. And I want you to look at this footage right now and tell me if you can, just by looking at this briefly, if you know which one is which. Now, of course, I am filming this, so that's going to distort what you're seeing, but just trust me when I tell you, if you're in my neighbor's backyard with me at nighttime and you're looking at two of these, you're going to say these both look great. And I'll tell you which one is 1080p and which one's 720p. You're probably going to get a 50% chance of getting it right. So if we did a sample size of all these people, it's going to be very close. You can't really tell. The colors do look a little bit different between the two projectors, but other than that, the image was very impressed. And like I said, don't judge a tech product by the specs. The proof is in the pudding. I saw the pudding. I did an experiment and I was very impressed. So there's a lot to like about this projector. The sound is good. It is super easy to use. It has the ability to attach a laptop or even a gaming console and an additional streaming stick to it, which you probably will have to do because the one con that I could find in this projector is if you watch a lot of Netflix, boy, are you going to be disappointed because there is no Netflix native app in the Android TV on here. For some reason, Netflix only selects certain devices to which to put Android TV, the Netflix native app, and it's not in the BenQ. So there's some kind of beef going on and us, the consumers, lose out. But the workaround, get yourself one of those Roku Express or a Roku streaming stick. You put that in onto the side and then you can get your Netflix. So if you're a heavy Netflix user and you do like this projector, you can still watch Netflix. There's other workarounds within apps and you know, but it gets cumbersome. It's just put a Roku streaming stick and you're going to be good to go. In terms of the battery power, I did take it off the power and it looked good. The image did not change. So in the event that you do want to just go off the grid or you don't have a power source, you can still watch things. Another thing that I really liked is that it does come with its own carrying case. And in that carrying case, I highly recommend that you put an additional extension cord because the power cable, you know, it's kind of long, but you're going to run into situations where the power source is far away. You still want to watch this. Having an extension cord on you at all times is something that you definitely want to, it's a tip that you want to that I recommend that you do. Anyways, folks, I hope you enjoyed this review of the BenQ 720p portable projector, the GV30. If you did, please subscribe to this channel, like this video, and leave your comments below. If you want to get more information about your boy, hit me up on my website, Handy Andy Media. I also got a YouTube channel. Please subscribe to that as well. I do a lot of DIY and how-to. I break things. I fix things. But, you know, you can learn a lot if you subscribe to that channel. Once again, Andy Barrar, Handy Andy from Handy Andy Media, signing out. See you again next time.